There is a method to your madness. When we met, I thought your fighting was driven by impulse, with no strategy or plan. But I began to see a pattern in the chaos.
No, you were right the first time. I've got no idea what I'm doing.
I have been studying your moves for some time now. I have thought of incorporating some of your tricks into my own repertoire. It would certainly earn me the edge of surprise should I be among Mandalorians again. I have learned more about the scum who betrayed my clan. Tiari Rook claims he has earned the title Mandalorian. But I heard nothing of him passing the trials of strength and courage required to join a clan.
Sell your services as a Mandalorian without the whole honor and loyalty thing. Why didn't I think of that?
Because any true Mandalorian would be honor-bound to kill you. I have called myself Mandalorian since I left my mother's side at age 3 to begin training. It is not easy to put that behind me.
Most kids that age are mastering the toilet, not the blaster.
Most kids are not Mandalorian. We start training for war when our bodies and minds are still elastic, to make what we learn a part of ourselves. I had a jetpack and blaster before I ever had a friend. You may be my first. I do not presume to question your choice of crewmates, but I am curious. Why allow yourself to be surrounded by the weak? Only the Wookie displays any strength of character. He understands honor. The rest are petty criminals.
I can't tell you how many times the others have come to me singing your praises.
I don't value the favor of those weaker than myself. One thing a Mandalorian never has to question is a clanmate's honor. I could always count on the strength of my fellow warriors. I always sleep lightly aboard your ship. Tiari Rook claims to lead his own clan. He destroyed my clan with his slander and then dares to raise up his mishmash of slavers and pirates and call them Clan Rook. And no one has challenged them.
Maybe you can kill him twice.
Twice is a mercy. This isn't even the worst of it. The man I was with when my people fell, his clan lost all honor after I left. They joined Clan Rook. My old lover dishonors the name Mandalorian. That coward dies with the rest of Rook's filth.
First he turned his back on you. Then he joined up with the man who betrayed you. I say he deserves whatever he gets.
I've often wondered if you listened when I told you about my people. Now I know. Rook's clan is on Hutta, bowing and scraping for the cartel. The scum have no discipline. Destroying their camp will be easy. When I'm finished, it will be as if Clan Rook never existed. I leave for Hutta immediately.
You look, well, not exactly happy. Less angry than usual.
It's over. The filth who destroyed my clan and dishonored its name is dead.
I'm guessing the real story is a little more complicated. Wouldn't mind hearing it.
There was little to tell. It was violent and brief. Before he died, Rook confessed his crime. He destroyed my clan because the lie gained him a favorable contract with the Empire. He killed my people for profit, nothing more. The galaxy is no poorer without him.
People who do terrible things for profit. Boy, I'm glad I don't know anyone who fits that description.
Before taking profit, always analyze the cost. I could not have avenged my people without the resources and opportunities you've provided. I will repay that debt, Captain. For the first time in months, I've allowed myself to think about the future. Someday this war must end. What will you do when the Sith Empire rules the galaxy? Will you transfer your loyalties to them? What if your profession is outlawed?
I'll stay in business. If the Republic can't put a slave collar on me, neither can the Empire.
How much experience do you have with the Empire's slave trade? It's highly advanced. The only constant in life is change. A warrior prepares for whatever comes. Your talent for survival is impressive, Captain. But luck has its limits. I have no clan, and the man who destroyed it is dead. Without clan or foe, I am no longer a Mandalorian. But I am still a warrior. And great ones don't allow old age to take them. To die in battle, dragging many foes into the void, that is a good ending. What do you think, Captain?
I'm retiring to a resort planet somewhere. You have fun with that void thing.
You'd rather collapse into sloth and weakness? Draw your final diseased breath lying in bed? That isn't living. A warrior's end requires a worthy foe. We should keep fighting until we find ours. Tomorrow we die. Today someone else will. Ibatur Jotne Turashat Kiramor. I was wrong.
I've never heard you admit that.
When I joined your crew, I told you I would never serve another's interests again. I could not trust anyone's purpose to suit my own. I was wrong. The longer I stay, the more loyalty I feel. There is nothing in my lifetime that could make me leave your side.
I was prepared for almost anything if it meant becoming queen. Foiling assassination attempts, fighting wars, bunking on this ship for years. Just kidding. Marrying the Count was never part of the plan. Can I really do that?
Never back yourself into a corner, I always say. The Count seems nice right now, but someday he'll be fat and old.
The medtechs on Dubrillion can work miracles. I've seen 80-year-olds passing for 20. That's what I plan to do. Ugh. I hadn't even thought about producing heirs. Not that he wouldn't be a great father. This conversation's officially given me a headache. Let's go do something outrageous. Things on Dubrillion have taken a turn. The King's put a death mark on Count Renald's head. When the citizens heard that, they rebelled. The King imposed martial law to stop the rioting. But that got the aristocracy riled up. The whole planet's going to war.
Sounds like the Count's plan to avoid bloodshed by marrying you just went up in flames.
We were never going to unseat the King without a fight. I just hoped we'd pick the time and place. Needless to say, the Count has his hands full just staying alive. But even with all that's happened, he still wants to marry me. I can't keep putting him off. Any advice how I should play this?
A death mark puts a lot of pressure on a person. If you're gonna let him down, be gentle.
There's no good way to shoot a man down, especially one who's running for his life. Oh, perfect. Time's up. That's him calling on the Hollow. All right, let's do this. Merritt, I'm glad you're safe. From what I hear, the fighting got worse after you escaped.
I cannot spare Dubrillion from war, but perhaps we can still create a better future together. I realize forging a true relationship takes time, and our marriage won't be consummated for some time, but I am hopeful. My proposal stands, Derisha. Will you marry me?
This man could be dead tomorrow. Even if he lives, who knows what the politics of Dubrillion will be like when the war ends? The best thing you can do is stay independent. It's always worked for me.
Merritt, I feel like we're rushing into things. We should take our time. For the good of Dubrillion.
You're absolutely right. Let us part as friends. Farewell, Risha. May the stars watch over you.
That ended better than I expected. Except for that whole part with my world being at war.
You'll be Queen of Dubrillion someday.
I'll have my throne if I have to build it myself. That's enough politics and relationship issues for one day. Let's go steal something expensive. I always feel better after a good caper. I've been getting reports on the war for Dubrillion. It's dragging into a stalemate. Nobody has a clear advantage yet. I want to get more involved with the war effort, but my allies tell me the best thing I can be is a symbol.
What are you supposed to represent?
I don't know. Some nonsense about New Hope. The minute I open my mouth and start talking politics, I risk losing support. I can't afford that right now. Guess I'm stuck on the sidelines until it's over. At least I have company. I've been thinking about the future a lot lately, and I had a funny realization. Every scenario I see, you're in it. I've never let myself get close to anyone. Not even my friends from the old days. But you're more than a friend. You're the closest thing I have to family.
Does that make me part of your noble bloodline? Will I have to learn that crazy Dubrillion accent?
Don't worry about it. My first edict as queen will be to teach everyone on the planet how to speak proper basic. I don't know what the future holds for us, but I promise to always be there. Not just for you, but everyone you care about. That's as mushy as I'm getting. Back to finding trouble.
You ever think about getting away from all this, Captain? The war, the huts, all of it? Horde's at peace now. It'd be a simpler life.
I'd miss you.
Well now, Captain, that's enough to keep me here a long, long time. I hope I've been some help to you, Captain. Because you've sure taught me a lot. I mean, I'd done my share of fighting, but you've got it down to an art.
I got no idea what I'm doing. I'm just making it up.
Then you think better on your feet than anyone I've met, Captain. I put my life in your hands every day. Captain, no good way to say this without sounding like bragging. Got a comm call from Ord Mantell, Governor's office. They've been keeping tabs on what we're doing, and... Captain, they're calling me a Republic hero. Ord Mantell's most storied native son.
Ouch. Doesn't speak well of the rest of their people.
Good to know I won't develop a swelled head with you around. They've got a job for us. Turns out the Separatists were Imperial-backed. When they were defeated, the Empire attacked outright. Ord drove them off, but they left behind some kind of EMP pulsar.
They want us to lead their campaign of bloody vengeance?
Close. They need the disarm codes for the pulsar. Apparently, the thing is in orbit somewhere. They haven't been able to get a lock on the signal. But it's affected every droid, comlink, and terminal on the planet. Complete economic shutdown.
Is this a job, or do they think they can get me just by saying something nice about you?
I can probably swing a payment if that's what you're asking. They say it's been months and they're just realizing the extent of the damage. The Empire used the same thing on Balmorra. The Empire's got disarm codes stored there, but Ord has no troops with the gear or training to go after them.
Do we know where on Balmorra?
The codes were stored in a cave with a bunch of other Imperial weapons. Should be a quick snatch and grab, as far as should takes us.
Magar! Magar! Answer me! We've been waiting for your all clear. Are you there? Blasted Imperials?
Who's that? Why would she be calling an Imperial soldier?
If they killed you, Magar, I've already sworn to hunt down every puss-ridden Emperor lover on this planet!
Hello?
You're not my husband. Why are you answering his comm?
We just fought a group of Imperial soldiers. One of them was wearing this comm.
Imperial? Oh, for the love of... Magar, you're too clever for your own good, you old rascal. I'm Dan Mazine, proud Balmoran and member of the Resistance against the Empire. My husband Magar stole an Imperial uniform. He and some friends were trying to get weapons to help us retake our town.
Stole a uniform? They weren't really Imperials?
Free Balmorans, everyone. Did anyone survive?
You go out dressed like an Imperial. You gotta expect friendly fire.
Most of our boys don't shoot without asking who's there.
I'm really sorry, ma'am. I wish there were better words for it. Is there any way we can make it up to you?
You're gonna think I'm a cold-hearted old battle axe, but I've lost my sons, my parents. Death's no stranger here. What we really need are those guns. Magar risked his life to get them. I hate to think he died for nothing.
Can Ord Mantell wait on these codes long enough for a side trip?
Captain, these men died because of our mistake.
Bring me the guns, and I'll pay fair price for the lot of them. We're in hiding behind Imperial lines. Magar's comm's got the coordinates. So, you're the ones who killed my Magar. You look younger in person. It can't have been easy to get these guns here. Thank you. Now what do I owe you?
Danla, darling, I just heard the terrible news. It's a tough time for a woman to be alone out here. But don't worry. I won't let anyone take advantage of that.
I'm sorry. I was talking with the lady.
I'm Witat. This is my town, and those are my guns you're returning from my men you killed.
Our debt is to the lady.
Aren't you too sweet? But this is my army, not Dan Lazin's. Whatever she's offering for those munitions, I'll double it.
I'm guessing you've got a strong opinion about this.
There's no amount of money that would make me give this brute a blaster. Ma'am, you still interested in buying these weapons?
Thank you, son. You're a good boy. I hope your mama appreciates that. Now, you move on out. We don't need you anymore.
What? This is my town.
You're no better than the Imperials. Go see if they'll have you. We'll take back Balmora on our own.
I knew your whole only in it for the money thing was just a front. Thank you, Captain. I couldn't live with myself if we'd left Dan Lazine with that pig.
I figured this way I could skip the moralizing.
If that's a way to keep you on the straight and narrow, I promise I'll keep doing it. Governor's office on Ord Mantell says thanks, by the way. With the disarm codes, they finally got real peace there. It's hard to say if something like that is worth a life. Look, Captain, I try not to get sentimental around you, but hear me out. You're the best thing that ever happened to me. You're my family, as much or more than the one the Separatists took. As long as I live, I'll be here to serve you, and your children after if I last so long.
I wouldn't want to try any of this without you.
You're a good friend, Captain. And seriously, keep that children thing in mind. You've got too many talents not to pass them on. Every kid needs an uncle who's good with a DX-R6 heavy carbine.
I need you to teach me to fight dirty. You'd think I'd be good at that, you know, but when it gets beyond cowering in doorways, I'm pretty much all point and shoot. Show me how you work your magic.
Set your blaster on stun. We'll take some time, see what you're made of.
Stun, huh? That's a good idea. They should make every Jedi kid spend time in a war zone. When you see what real Sith are like, it makes my blood run cold. And don't make any fish jokes there. I'm serious. It makes you see why the Jedi make such a big deal about not giving in to the dark side.
Thinking about going back?
I am. But right now, I'm in your crew, and I can't ask for anything better. But Master Loren was right. The road to the dark side starts with things we all feel. Jealousy, greed. They're all the seeds of it. I'd rather spend the rest of my life meditating on a cold rock than turn into that. You know, you're the kind of gal you know when she's mad, and you know when you've made her laugh. Master Loren was just ice. You had no idea if he even knew you were in the room.
If I could, I'd teach you what to do with that lightsaber.
Oh, Captain. If you were my master, I might have practiced. Or at least not released the Kowakian monkey lizards into your dressing room. Maybe that was a bad plan. Captain, I just want to say thank you. I could never have imagined you would put up with me for this long. When I first came on board with you, I thought it was going to be a few weeks at most before you left me on some isolated moon.
Keep me laughing and you've got a bunk on this ship forever.
Have you heard this one? There once was a Moncal from Dak. He wore a jetpack on his back. He liked to shoot blasters and fly even faster. He was a Mando Cal attack. No? Well, I'll come up with a better one. You're like my family, Captain. No one else has ever given me the kind of trust and respect I've had here. I'll never leave you,